All right, welcome everybody to this week's community live stream. We have a little bit of a different setup this time. You can't tell, but we got some new back-end stuff here. Rearranged a few things. So let us know if you can hear us or if I'm just miming today, which is also fun, but I don't intend that. My name is Barrick. I go by, well, my name is Matthew Anderson, though most people know me as Barrick, so I tend to reflect that in the community. I'm the community manager here at Port Alarion, and I've got some old favorites, not old literally, but favorites that have been here for a while.
You can say it.
I didn't mean to say it quite like that.
Well,
so we've got Bob here and Hutch, who are going to be showing off the, let's see if I got this right, the new storefront homes.
That's right.
Or maybe just one, or is there
two?
more?
No, there's
two.
Two to show.
Oh, nice.
Now, the story behind that is that actually Justin, one of our backers, said that a lot of the players were using that greenhouse, ornate greenhouse that I made a long time ago as storefronts, okay? And that's why it sold so well. But they actually really wanted a real storefront that they could decorate and put goods.
So this is like we're going to be showing off something that's like you're going down that old time small town with all the tight storefronts, and you look in the big window and you see the whatever you want,
right?
Whatever it is.
And they double as player houses, so there is like a story or two in the 4-story one that you can either make as a a living space, or you can just store boxes or whatever it is that you want to sell. And so that's the whole idea behind these.
Nice. Well, we'll show those off in just a few minutes, but right now we actually have Star, and some of you may be watching it, but Star and Richard, I believe, are still on the Origin PC live stream. So Origin PC, fantastic guys, fantastic products. I bought a laptop from them a while ago, still running just perfect, and probably buy a new one soon actually too, with all the new hardware coming out. But they're being interviewed by Origin PC, Richard and Star, but they're wrapping up right now. So if you're watching this, you're obviously not watching that, and that's okay, because we are going to be showing you some really cool stuff directly for the game in just a minute, just like we talked about with the storefront homes. After that, Esteben will be on to talk about his scene he's working on, Westend.
Fan favorite.
Yep. So Esteben will be talking about Westend. Little rhyming? Was that funny? Just a little rhyming? I don't know. It was like a half rhyme.
It was funny the first time you said it.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I've been doing that like with these guys for days now. All right, so a couple of items to announce in advance here. We've got the 1 hour just begun, exclusive for the live stream, the 1 hour live stream sale. This is in addition to the flash sale that just kicked off for the weekend. Flash sale for the weekend is statues. Almost forgot. Statues. But this one, for this 1 hour live stream, while you watch this, we have the Vikings. The Vikings are attacking. The Vikings are taking over the store. So check the store out, double check it, see what Viking things are on sale right now, only for this live stream. Also, we've got the usual prizes to give out. We're going with a similar theme as last time. We've got another Heraldry Eternal Pattern to give away, but this one is going to be the Rectangle Shield. Last time we chose one of the other ones, so we're changing it up for you guys. Get a chance to win that really cool Rectangle Shield. And we'll give away another Sparkler set of your choice. So they have been pretty popular so far, those sparklers we put in the store. So you get a chance to win one of those. And of course, for those who tweet us at Shroud of Avatar or hashtag LBSOTA, you get a chance to win the Player on Town Rollout Property Deed. We're doing it again. Those are super popular too. We did one last week, and I thought, well, this is another one we should put out there on Twitter. So if you have a Twitter account, fantastic. Just message us, say hi, love the game, love the live stream. Put up a screenshot of whatever you're doing in the game. Anything like that would be awesome, and that'll give you a chance to win it. We'll award these prizes shortly after this live stream. We'll also announce on Twitter the winner for that one shortly after this live stream. And for those who win, make sure if you're on Twitch, you are messaging Shroud of the Avatar what you won and your account name, and do the same thing to me, Barrick, if you're on Discord, so that we can forward those to you. Let's give one of those away right now, shall we?
Great.
We shall.
Which one? We've got the rectangle. This is a really tough choice. Heraldry Rectangle Shield, Eternal Pattern, or the Sparkler set of your choice.
I like sparklers.
Yeah, I do too. Sparklers? Okay, that sounds like fun. And anybody can use
festive.
these. Yeah. These are, they're festive, especially the sparklers. Can be used pretty much anywhere because they're on your person and are just fun to see. So type exclamation sparklers. Exclamation prizes will not work, but I didn't think of that one. We have to do a specific name to make sure it's separate from the other prizes. Exclamation sparklers. And we'll give that a little bit of time to build in the chat. Discord and Twitch. Either one will work. All right, what else we got here? We've got some winners of some recent contests. Travian Games and their community team have been working with us on some really cool contests. I don't know if you guys have seen them all, but there's some that we put in the forums. We've got a really cool, I guess I can give it away, treasure hunt themed event coming up. No other details that we're going to provide just yet, but let that sink in over the weekend and see what kind of, expectations you might have on that. It's going to be really fun. And we've also been on Facebook and Twitter giving away prizes too, with some Twitter and Facebook exclusive contests. So for the winners recently, we'd like to announce some here. The dragon themed last couple of weeks, with the new dragon videos and those really cool dragon hunts in the game that we kicked off. If you guys love those, by the way, let us know. We can do more. We can do dragons. We can do other animals. We can do other creatures. It could be hunting Bob here. We could put Bob in the game and have you guys chase him around.
Yikes.
The possibilities. All right, so for the dragon video winners, these are the people who created videos from those dragon themed fights. Dot and Drock, congrats Dot and Drock. I'm going in first place to down the list. Dot and Drock wins 1 stone dragon statue town size. There's also a subnote here with credits to Holt Ironfell, Engineer, and Lefty. So they participate in creating the video.
Awesome.
And by the way, you're awesome. Actually triggered a memory. Thank you. The videos are on our forums if you want to, watch them. See, where are these videos? Where are these screenshots? Awesome. Awesome. Oh, speaking of sound effect cues, we don't have the new. Star's gonna be upset with that. We don't have the new news.
No.
Yeah, I forgot that. That's okay. I think it crashed it last time. So, all the best. Everything's running jiffy at the moment, right, guys? How are you guys doing in chat? I see like Toffman 2. There you go. We got regulars, Beetle Bear, and Snugger, and a couple of others. Hope you guys are having fun. Look for the weekend. Okay, more winners here, and then we'll get to show the stuff that these guys are patiently waiting for. Dragon screenshot winners. No, this is not video screenshots. They each get 19 kodos each. 19, that's pretty good. Synergy Blaze, Theo, Bambino, Elrin, and Barrett. Congrats to all you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, these
Congrats.
are and really good screenshots too. Like, you would be proud of some of these, the perspective and everything. Being an art guy here.
Good job.
And last but not least, I actually have that printed. Last but not least. Yeah, I said the first time and I screwed up the second time. That's just terrible.
It's okay, Manderson.
I just got to roll with it. Oracle's Enigma winners. I know this is a weekly social contest. We were putting it on just Facebook, but we had a spurt of inspiration and thought, well, we don't want to leave the Twitter crowd out and other social networks. So we're expanding that a little bit, and we included those who replied to our posts on Twitter. And basically, this is a weekly trivia, a small trivia event where we post a screenshot, and it has kind of a Oracle-related trivia question for you about either the Oracle or the game or something with the game. And so those are fun. So if you like trivia, make sure you watch for those on a weekly basis. And this week's winners, one on Facebook, Bill Baker, another on Facebook, Michael Van Hoos, and Twitter, Coffee Pirate. Coffee Pirate, that's cool. I'm a coffee pirate here every morning, let me tell you. I'm the first one to take that coffee. All right, so those are our 3 winners. Congrats. Oracle and Enigma winners. Stay tuned for next week's. And some community event announcements. There will be a Soldiers Memorial Ball in Sierra Drockvich. I think I got that close, yeah. I got to work on my German there. Tomorrow which will be Saturday, 9 a.m. Central Time, and again at 1 p.m. Central Time. So 2 times a memorial ball, also broadcasted by Amber Rain at Avatars Radio. And a painting contest on community-run Reddit. So reddit.com/r/Shroud of the Avatar. That's the community Reddit. The official Reddit is /r/official_soda. Sometimes I get that backwards. It's either soda_official or official_soda. I forget which one, but you guys can figure it out. Somebody put it in chat. And you get to win, up to 19 decoration paintings to win. So I believe that's your choice of one of 19.
I saw them and they look awesome.
Yeah?
I think, yes.
Cool.
That's something else the players had been asking for, is more paintings.
Yeah, I think we've, spoilers, we've got more of that coming next release. There we go. And stay tuned for Star's news. He is again on Origin PC. And once he comes storming in here, we will give him the floor for a few minutes to talk about some really cool stuff for the game that's coming up, like next release. But a reminder, meanwhile, we still have that 1 hour sales, Viking themed. We have the flash sales for the weekend, which is the statues theme, and a lot of cool other stuff happening. And we've got that sparkler set, exclamation sparkler. Let's keep that running. Well, I hand the floor over to you guys. We're going to switch the camera over to Unity, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yay.
And there we go. So what are we looking at here?
Yeah. All right. So what we've got here is the 2 brand new storefront houses that Bob was talking about earlier today. And the idea behind these is a lot more of display space on the front, on the bottom floor, and on the multiple floor house. It's actually the bottom 2 floors.
So we've got a 2-story and a 4-story, and the 4-story is the one with the 2 glass fronts.
So I'm just going to move this so I can see what I'm doing. All right, so here we are in Brecon Bay, and I've gone ahead and just put these 2 houses in one of the row areas of Brecon Bay. This is just in our internal editor. These 2 houses, you just finished the second one today.
Yes, this morning.
So earlier this week, Bob completed the 4-story house, and just this morning, hot off the presses, we have this 2-story house as well. One thing worth noting is that the 2-story house is in-game craftable, whereas the 4-story house will be an add-on that can be purchased. And so they have different looks as well. So the craftable one is kind of this Tudor style that we've become familiar with. So it can fit in nicely with some of the other buildings that are already existing.
I might have misheard, but it looks like it's one of these that you can live in above it, so you can.
Yes, that's right. It's a player house.
Yeah, that's cool. That's like, you live there, and you wake up in the morning, you go down, and you tend to your shop, and then you go back up again.
That's right. So the 2-story house has just one bottom floor of store space, and then living quarters upstairs. I'll go ahead and run inside there. And so it's going to have a look that's familiar to you as our Tudor houses, sort of the plaster walls and the wooden supports. So this is a row. Both of these are row homes, so they will fit on a row lot or higher. So basically any lot in the game you can put this on, excepting water lots, of course. So the bottom floor is here. We tried to keep an open floor plan, right?
Yep. Yeah, these are very kind of simple, and I did that on purpose to give you guys, like if you want to hang signs in the front, you can do that. You can just jam this whole area with merchandise if you want to. So I didn't put a ton of extras into this just to give you guys more room.
Yeah, and they also have this sort of telltale awning
Awning.
that you can see there, which kind of indicates that it's a storefront. Upstairs on the two-story one, a little bit more space for, you know, anything you want, reception area, little living room.
Or storage.
And a front room for bedroom or whatever you choose it to be. Look out at the scenery. All right, so let's go take a look at the four-story house.
If you guys have any questions, just put them in chat and we'll try to answer them.
Also, that two-story one only has one door, where the four-story one has a double door.
That does. So interact with each one of them separately. So as you're coming in, somebody can be going out, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Vector Gamer says needs a closet under the stairs for a basement hatch to cover to hide in. That's practical.
That is actually a really good idea. I think we could probably do that.
So you could have, you know, the living quarters above. You could have your store on the first floor, and then you could have your black market, you know, whatever basement hatch.
That's right. Yeah, underneath the stairs is a perfect place for.
No, we can do that, but didn't we decide that there was some sort of problem with doing rooms under stairs?
Well, it wouldn't have to be a room, right? It could
Well,
just be a
so
little cubby hole for the hatch.
I think we have enough clearance here. Sometimes we do have a problem with, just so you guys know, sometimes we do have a problem with our pet navigation and things like that. If we have a door that is directly underneath the incline of a staircase, there's some sort of a threshold there that if we don't meet the threshold, the pathfinding grid will have a hard time getting up.
Yeah.
But since this could be arranged to where there's a space right underneath here, we might not run into that problem. Anyway, we'll give it a try. I think it's a good idea.
I do too.
Basharam says, are these on sale? Not yet. These are coming in next release?
Well, they're R54, so they should be.
Yeah, next release.
Yeah, the one coming up.
Yeah, so a couple weeks, guys, and you'll have these available. And then we also follow that up real quick. We've got a request already for a back door. And
okay, so that one thing about back doors on row houses, we don't put back doors on row houses because they will often, they're designed to fit on row lots, which are also designed to fit adjacent to each other and quite often back to back. And so if we had a back door on a row house, it would open into potentially nothing. Now I know that that's a disadvantage for people who put that on a village lot, as an example, you know, if they want a back door.
It's like a magic door, like one of those Harry Potter, like it's actually a wall,
but picture here, this is sort of your prototypical row lot setup, and if we had a back door, you would just look into somebody else's wall. So we intentionally don't do that on row houses, but if we end up making a larger version, if we ever end up making a village size house, we could certainly do that.
Go back up a little bit. What is the white strip thing? What are those called?
Well, that's the awning that
awning. Okay.
Yeah.
Someone had a question about could there be customization on those sort of things, different colors?
Well, we can't really do that unless we provide that as a separate decoration.
That people can hang things from the front, right?
Yeah, there will be decoration surfaces that you can hang stuff from.
Yeah, plus the whole reason to have them both looking the same is to connote that it is a store. This is like your visual thing that says this is a store as opposed to just a regular house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
So here on the bottom floor, we got a similar amount of space, but the materials are sort of upgraded.
pristine. They're not dirty.
Yeah, a nice tile floor, sort of a nicer wood, like a finer wood, and of course the brick. Now if we and the ceiling is also sort of a
Stucco,
yeah,
sort
like a
of
finish.
plaster. Yeah.
It's got some material finishing on it. I'm gonna figure out what that
Why?
little hitch is. We'll figure that out. So here on the second floor, again, we got a little bit of extra display space. This is if you wanted to have, I don't know,
More merchandise or
your tea shop.
yeah.
Travis will put his tea shop up here probably.
Nice view.
And then since this is a 4-story house, we keep going up and we start getting into living spaces or storage spaces, right?
Oh, that's awesome.
So the windows up here, since they're bedrooms or whatever, are, more sort of residential windows.
I will be right back.
Wonder what's going on there.
Could be a deco surface or something. Like we said, we just got these in this morning, so there's still a few kinks to be worked out. But here's the top floor. It looks like it's the same layout as the third floor.
So that's it.
That is it. Yeah. If there's, let's see, what else? Is there anything else that we can say about this?
Not really. I just left it really plain so that you guys can go to town and make your shop the way you want it to be made.
Yep. And again, it's a row house, so row lot and above. See, do we have any questions about that?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
A question that I'm preempting the inevitable community question. I'd like a city home storefront or some other larger version.
Well, we can certainly do it. It's just a matter of
Resources.
yeah, it's a matter of resources.
Yeah.
The larger the house is, the smaller the market may be for them. So we have to make sure that what we create is going to be worth the development time.
And I think to keep it in mind, this is for showing off store items, right? It's a storefront home, so it's like the idea of how much space compared to what you have, and related to like say for example like a bar or a club where you have a massive dance floor and you've got 5 people dancing. That's not fun. But if you have a tiny, I can't breathe dance floor with 5 people, it's more fun. So you want to have a storefront that shows off your items as best as possible, and that doesn't necessarily mean bigger is better.
Guthwolf is asking, how about a storefront with a greenhouse on top? That's an interesting idea. We'll have to see what Star thinks of that.
That'd be perfect for
you could make your nursery, right?
Yeah.
Or your grocery store, right?
I buy fruit from there.
Yeah, interesting idea. Why is that funny, Bob?
Nothing.
All right, so what else do we have?
Well, I can tell you guys that I'm making elven furniture stuff right now. That's my new task. I started today. So you're going to have a bunch of beds and tables and sofas and that kind of stuff in the elven style.
Nice.
And after that, who knows?
Elven style is my favorite out of all of them.
I like it.
And I'm a wood elf at heart.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, we've got. It looks like Star is ready for his news segment. So you guys who have been waiting for Star and his cool updates, he'll be in just a moment. I think we'll. If you want, Hutch, 3 people on camera is always more fun than 2. So we can kick Bob. We can let you go if you'd like, and then unless you want to hang around,
What if
as
Bob
Star
wants
does his
to stay?
news. Yeah, you can.
No, I don't want to.
All right, there you go. So
No, but
Could you
thanks,
go get-
guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
thank you,
I'll-
Bob,
I'll
for being
grab
on.
Star.
All right,
Excellent,
thanks,
thank you.
Bob.
Bye.
All right, I guess we can swap the camera back here. We're going to swap it just for a bit. We're going to do some news, and I'm going to give away another prize here, and then we will.
Room for Starsky.
Okay, and then
For
we
Starsky
will
and
switch over to Esteben on the Westend. See what I did there? I did another rhyme thing
did
here.
it again.
We do not have the news audio effects.
What?
I apologize. I know. I warned them. I actually think your voice on that is they really appreciate
All
your
The news.
Yes, see, there you go. See, isn't that better?
The news.
It's just like maybe twice
And
as
weather.
good.
Weather
The
with
news.
Hutch.
Oh yeah, weather with
Yeah,
Hutch.
there we go.
Hutch, what's the news going to be? What's the weather going to be like? Hot?
Hot.
It's going to be super hot.
Hot and partly warm.
Partly warm. Okay.
All right.
All right.
What do we got?
That was the weather report with Hutch. And now to traffic. That's going to be the next thing we'll do. We'll have a
Well-
traffic report.
What did you just do before you came in here?
Oh, I was doing the live stream with Origin PC, which went great. And talking with all sorts of stuff, and we gave away some free copies of the game, I think.
Nice.
So-
Anybody in chat, let us know if you actually watched the Origin PC live stream. We mentioned it at the beginning of our community live stream here. Overlapped a little bit, but everybody's talking about both, so I think it's all good. And we also mentioned the sales.
Sales.
Yeah, the sales. All the sales.
All right,
All the
sweet.
things.
So I don't have to talk about that. All right, so I'm going to talk about Release 54, which is on QA now. And actually, we put it on QA earlier this week to test some compatibility. Actually, last week even, to test compatibility on a new version, trying to track down the 98%, the infamous 98% crash, which we actually believe we have finally, I'm knocking, we think we've finally fixed to the point where we actually put out a live build today with that fix. So thank you everyone who helped us test and troubleshoot, because there is now a patch on live with that fix. In addition to the R54 build that's on QA with that fix. So thank you everyone for that. So please jump on QA, help us test out Release 54. You'll get those cool exclusive testing incentive rewards.
I got to interject here. Exclamation cloak. There is no cloak we're giving away today. So whoever started that, you're not going to get it, sorry. But you can get the sparkler set of your choice. So if you want to keep going with it, exclamation sparklers is the exclamation you want.
Yes. Exclamation, not explanation, exclamation.
For you to say.
Yeah. Exclamation. Sparklers.
I got an
All right.
exclamation unicorn too.
All right. So Release 54 has all sorts of great stuff. Performance improvement. We actually found an issue that had been slowly making our load times worse. A Unity issue that we fixed. So load times will be half what they were before in Release 54. Yay, huzzah! We also found a bunch of performance issues that were actually related to the 98% crash. So performance, frame rate's going to be better, load times are going to be better, all sorts of stuff. New scenes, one of which we're going to look at right after this, Westend, which is town, Shaminian Hills, upper tiers. We did some polish to the new user experience, where more hints about getting started, talking about the light spell and the heal spell, and telling you, hey, there's little sparklies on your compass that tells you where to go. Helpful things like that. Tell you about encumbrance, like, oh my gosh, you've got too much stuff. That's why you're walking slow. And we did a bunch of work on the companions. So they have a lot of abilities they can use. They're going to be smarter about using their abilities, like knowing when to heal, for instance. We've done a bunch of scene polish, like the Brittany NPCs now have conversations. There's a wandering merchant encounter. Sandy Chapman, he's back. He actually teaches an awesome emote, the heart attack emote. It's probably from eating all that bacon. And the virtue effects that we added last release, there's more gear now with that virtue effect. And more side quests, including side quests for the companion armor and weapons. So if you want that triple crossbow that Fiona has, you can now go on a quest for that. More side quests for emotes, and a whole series of side quests in the Soul Town sewers that Damien, aka Puke, has been working on that are awesome. More heraldry items, including a chest, a basement hatch, standing banners, and we made boots and gloves to round out the heraldry armor. And a ton of new recipes, including bathtubs, tea service, elven lights, crate, barrel, the common cloak, and a new musical instrument recorder. So you can relive all of those moments when you tortured your parents playing that as a child. You can relive that in the game. So exciting, playing the recorder. New housing and decoration stuff, including the storefront homes, which you guys just got to see, which look awesome. Basement inns. So if you wanted to keep your house, but you wanted to run an inn, you can now have an inn inside your basement. Or if you've already filled up your inn on top and you need more rooms, you can actually put that down in an inn. Oh, and finally we have inns. We have a variety of basement hatches. So all sorts of basement hatches, all sorts of different themes, some in the game, some on the store. Oh, and standing banners. So in addition to the heraldry banners, there's also regular crafted standing banners. UI polish, including now you can put containers inside containers again. Yay, much rejoicing. Oh, and a new, we adjusted the field of view of the camera, so it's a little bit wider, and we gave you a slider in the options so you can adjust that. So first person is much better now, and you can adjust that in the options. Oh, and the new plunderer skeletons, which we showed in the weekly update last time. Those are great. And then, of course, all the Release 52 items, the Obsidian Order stuff. And a reminder, R54 goes live on Thursday, May 31st. Dance Party is going to be Friday, June 1st. And the live stream will be Monday, June 4th. So it's going to be on Monday this time, not a Friday, because of travel schedule for some of us. It's my fault.
Some of us.
Some of us. Me. Not some of us. Me. My fault. And can I sneak peek the theme for the live stream? Can I sneak it? Can I sneak it?
I don't know.
Can I sneak it?
I guess.
It's gonna be tropical themed. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so cool.
Speaking of the weather and hot, right?
It's gonna be tropical themed. It's gonna be so awesome. All right, and then beyond Release 54, we have so much stuff that's gonna be coming through the summer. So bow patterns, rusty weapon patterns, the Ebon Dawn cultists are gonna get upgraded art and gear that you'll be able to get from looting them. Peasant wearables, plunderer wearables, those are the pirate guys. Gamescom, we're doing a bunch of promotions around that, including some secret stuff we can't talk about. Castle defense and more PvP stuff related to that. Unicorns. Unicorn, don't kill them. Even though you can get really cool stuff, but don't kill them. More seasonal monsters like the Death Bunny. A new Make a Difference store related to nature, which is the proceeds are going to go 50-50 split between the World Wildlife Federation and the Nature Conservancy. And we're going to be doing a massive tier redistribution of the scenes, including right now we just do tier 1 through 5. So we're going to be expanding that to be tier 1 through 10. And also we had the tier 1 and 2 scenes were built when we still had, before we had the outskirts. So we're going to be adjusting those. Tier 1 scenes are basically going to go away. Also Hidden Veil, those are It really doesn't make sense to have Hidden Veil have any lower tier scenes in it, so those are all going to be 4 and above. And we're going to have new scene. We're going to adjust a lot of the scenes that were tier. Some of the scenes that were tier 5 are going to be 6 up, 6 and 6 to 10, and we're going to introduce a new kind of resource node that's tier 8. So that's pretty exciting. And then this summer we're gonna have a bunch of episode 2 announcements that are very exciting that I can't talk about. They're super secret. All right. I don't know. I gave away a bunch of stuff. So, wow. I know. Crazy. Wow. All right. So now we're gonna show Westend.
That's right. Esteben with Westend.
Yeah, Esteben with Westend.
Little half run.
Did it again.
I did.
Did it again?
Yeah.
All right. And while Hutch goes get him, we should go to the traffic report.
Traffic report. What's the traffic like today?
Well, it's really backed up on the Kings Road. I think there was a cart accident.
Oh no! Really?
Yeah, there was
people going too fast with their horses.
I think someone was looking up at an airship passing by and
That
wasn't paying attention. Didn't stop at the crossroads as they should have.
Yeah, you gotta follow the rules, or you know, that's what happens.
We'll go to our balloon reporter in the skies.
Well, speaking of reports, I got a report here just in. Molly Jowl wins the sparkler set of your choice, and Star escapes quickly.
Hey guys.
That was slick. All right. Hey, Esteben, how are you doing?
Oh, doing good. How you doing?
Oh, doing fantastic. Yeah, we're rolling on the live stream here. We had Richard and Star on the Origin PC live stream that overlapped this one a little bit, but we rolled with this one and started to show off the new storefront homes with Hutch and Bob and Hutch. And now, after Star came in when he was finished with Origin PC, talking about a bunch of cool news. In fact, we talked about a couple of episode 2 hints and unicorns and tier 10 stuff and tier 8 nodes, and I mean I'm all over the place with all this awesome stuff. I'm it's really exciting. It's cool. And now we got even cooler, right? Or even cooler, right? Stuff to talk about. A new scene. But I just announced the winner of the one prize. As you know, we give away prizes regularly. To Molly Jowl, he gets the sparkler set of your choice. So message me, I believe this was in Discord, so message me, Barrick, your account name, and which sparkler set you would like, please. And also, we've got a couple more prizes to give away, so I'm just going to roll into one of the, really the last one actually, on the live stream. And we also have the Twitter prize, the Player-Owned Town Roll-Lot Property Deed. Tweet us a screenshot or anything related to the game. You know, you're having fun, you're playing, you want to share a cool screenshot, and you get during this live stream, and you get a chance to win that property deed. But we've got this. Yeah, I know. It's like they liked it last week. We gave away a property deed then too. Heraldry Rectangle Shield Eternal Pattern. These heraldry items are pretty amazing. Like, I shouldn't say the heraldry items are amazing. Your designs, your heraldry has been really awesome. We've been sharing screenshots. Some of them that you guys have taken. We've got upcoming contests related to heraldry, and we've got these patterns that allow you to place your custom heraldry on them. And we're giving away right now the Heraldry Rectangle Shield Eternal Pattern. So if you want to win that, type exclamation heraldry. No, not exclamation unicorn, but we'll get to that at some point, I'm sure. Next release, exclamation heraldry, and you get a chance to win that really cool rectangle shield internal pattern for the heraldry. All right, I'm done with all the news shenanigans. So we want to do Unity, right?
We can do.
We have Unity ready to go. I do have the game
Let's
pass.
do Unity. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's all ready to go. So we'll keep it simple. All right, I'm going to move this stuff up. We're going to switch right over to Unity. There it is. Now we showed off those storefront homes, so we're getting another good look at them. Aren't they cool? They got the nice.
Can't wait to use these in a town.
Yeah, the clear storefront here. So it's going to be great to see your storefronts. If you get these next release, guys, and you decorate and you place them in your towns, you have a storefront, share it with us. Take a screenshot, share it on Twitter or forums or wherever. and let us know what you've come up with. So one person actually had an idea of having a, like some of the row houses, they have the greenhouse on the top, right? And you could have eventually, this is request, to have one of these storefronts as a row house with a greenery on the top that would then be themed towards the store being, or the store would be themed towards that in the sense of it being a grocery store or herbal shop or whatever.
Oh, nice.
I thought that was kind of cool. There you go. All right, let's drive over to Westend. Esteben. I did it again. I tried to rhyme. That's like a half rhyme. I promised community this is the last time I will try that.
Oh, I've been hearing that all week. But yes, so this release 54, we're uncloning Westend. So the scene got a full-on makeover. We decided early on that we wanted it to have a Viking theme. So that's one of the first things that we'll see in there. But yeah, we did a full swapping out terrain textures, bringing in new foliage. The town center where the NPCs are housed and all the shops are located, all that has been redone. Alongside, I manicured some of the areas of player housing, and a couple other areas have been touched up as well. The docks, all the entrances leading into the town, and yes, all that and more, as we'll see.
Give it an overhaul.
Yeah.
So just to say up front, Esteben, SorcerousSteve is the world builder for the scene. I had a minor contributing role for the obstacle course, which we'll see, which I'll clumsily try to make my way through.
There's an obstacle course in here?
There's a little something.
Nice.
We'll
nice.
get more on that. But, and I also did spawning adjustments and additions for the scene after Esteben made his changes, just to get all the NPCs in order. And the critters and all that.
It's like I'm unable to move in right now in the editor.
It might take a second. I don't know how, sometimes those...
There was a bug.
Or maybe not.
There was a bug yesterday for a brief period of time.
That's
where,
true.
In Unity?
Yeah, where this player wasn't spawning, but...
You just reload it? Otherwise we'll go right into the game. It looks like there's stuff kind of moving. It's just not...
Yeah, this looks like the bug, actually.
It does seem like that one, but that was fixed yesterday.
Huh.
Let me just reload it. Otherwise, we'll jump in the game and check it out.
Let's see.
Well, I don't know if you don't.
Actually, I'm unable to pull console, so it does look like the bug.
Do we know when we got latest?
I got the dev client, but it's not synced to the latest.
For Unity, though, it was. Do we know if we updated?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I think we might have fallen in the perfect sweet spot where
we got the bug.
All right, guys, hang tight. We'll
let's see.
Figure this one out. Sometimes this happens with Unity.
So there's dev on this computer, is that what you said?
Yeah, there's dev.
Yeah, I think everything should be on dev.
I would think so.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do dev.
Yeah, it might be, all right, we're going to switch over to our camera just so we can talk about this. Swing this down. Westend's really cool, guys, so we want to see if we can get this too.
It'll be worth it, definitely.
Yeah, otherwise we'll bring you on for the next episode of our weekly community live streams. Okay, so I got live, which is not going to work, right?
It should be, because there was a... Yeah, because this was yesterday around afternoon where the bug hit. So
it auto.
A new dev build should fix that issue.
Is that how? Do you know what version it was? Because we're on that one right now. I think it's too far behind. Okay, so we're patching right now, guys. And how it kind of works is we have QA builds, which are 54 QA build is live right now. You can go ahead and check that out, but not right now because we're trying to get you to Westend, and we're way over on East End. So it takes a while to walk to Westend and get there. You see what I'm doing? But the QA build is up, so have fun with that this weekend. Appreciate anything you find with it. We also have, of course, live going, and that's R53. QA is R54, and we'll usually release the next build about a week or so. This time's a little earlier, about 2 weeks now, before the release goes live, depending on what things are being updated, what we need. You guys take a little look at, just make sure that it's there's no surprises that we haven't seen and you catch and that we can fix. So it's time to do that.
Exactly.
We also have what's called dev build. Now, as I understand it, guys, correct me if I'm wrong here. There is the dev build is after the QA build, or no, it's the other way, right? Like what
It's
comes
the other way.
So when a build is created, it goes on like dev, and then it goes on QA, and then goes on live.
Right.
Right.
Okay. So we put it on dev first, internal build, test some things, put it on QA. We got a QA team that tests, and then of course you guys, if it's live at that stage, and then finally at when the release goes live, the release will have the live build, and then after that, when you guys get those patches right after a live build goes live, we usually have a couple of patches sometimes, and those go through the same process, dev, QA, and then eventually live, just to make sure that we're not fixing things, and we never throw it right up on live build and do that and scare you guys, especially on like a Friday. So no patches yet anymore. Though we did just, in case you're just joining us, we did announce that we did do one patch, and it was to fix the 98% load issue. So we think we've got that.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
great.
is it now?
Yeah.
I know it's been
Nice.
a tough one.
I believe so. So that issue should be fixed. So we're usually patching just a couple of days after a release goes live,
Right.
and we did one now for that because it was like, oh, that's frustrating. We get it too. We get these issues that happen too. We're playing the game with you, and once in a while there's something like that, and we're like, oh yeah, the community, you guys mentioned it, and like, oh, we got to get that fixed.
Do we want to try to sync performance while we're at it? Just so we have two avenues of getting in?
Sure, that would actually be a great idea.
With that patch? Because one of these
should work.
Beat the other.
Well, let's see which one's faster.
By the way, guys, if you have any questions for
performance might actually be faster.
Let them know. You haven't obviously seen Westend yet, but anything else that these guys have worked on in the past, if you want to ask any questions, like let's see here, we got a couple coming in here. Liz the Wiz asks, what's the chance of QA remaining open to get earlier testing for some of these patches? Well, that's a good question. We like this time, for example, we have kept it open, and it will be open until the release goes actually live. So this was an earlier one, and
was that a special case to get try to address that 98% load?
Right, yeah, a little bit of a special case. Some other things that are coming up as well, but we try to do it as early as possible. But there's some things that are just not ready, and if we give it to you early, it doesn't do us any good, because then you're reporting things that we know we just got to update or we got to fix. We want to get all those passed and to get you guys a build that's getting there, and have you help to discover some of the things we just haven't seen or can't necessarily test without people actually populating the game, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's why we have our lockdown period. So
yeah, in general, this is it's early as possible. We're definitely aware of the interest in getting the QA. So we're patching the dev build right now.
Yes, it's currently patching.
I have no idea what the actual latest number is on that, how long it's going to take. But is Unity also doing it now?
Well, Unity is churning at the moment, but whichever one seems.
So it is doing something.
Yeah, they're both doing something, but whichever one finishes first, we'll go ahead and launch into that one.
Okay.
Could be
all right.
Unity. It could be the launcher.
All right. Let's bring up our screen. Yep, right there. Move that up, or just leave it there. That's fine. Okay, so what other scenes what were the scenes in Release 53 that people can check out right now that you guys have worked on?
So Release 53 for me was Tenebrous Harbor. So,
so we put that in the weekly update, just last weekly update. I think the weekly update before that. I don't know, you had a couple of screenshots. On that.
It was for, Tenebrous Harbor, aka one of the pirate towns, where the story behind it was that it was attacked by pirates, and pirates came in, and there's all these raging fires at the moment.
Keith, speaking of pirates, Keith, what's happening, Keith? We are currently, we had a Unity shenanigan thingy going on here.
Yep, so. I saw you were.
So
I thought I'd chime in.
Yeah, this is the World Builder Club.
Yeah,
and I'm very honored to be part of the World Builder Club right now.
So, I also do Quest sometimes.
And Quest, that's right.
We interrupted Esteben. Esteben was.
Yeah, what were you saying?
Oh, no, I was just elaborating on Tenebrous Harbor. So we had pirates coming to Tenebris Harbor. There was a town that was under attack. There was also some quests that Keith integrated. There was a puzzle that Dan did with the chests.
Traps too. Like that's always
Lots
the theme,
of
right?
traps. We had
Lots of traps.
explosive barrel traps.
If you're a new player and you're just getting started, watch out for the traps. We have them everywhere.
Oh yes.
Since
Right?
you
Pretty
mentioned
much.
Tenebris Harbor, I want to also mention, we've said it a few times, but we had a limited time availability quest for Warden there, which was the old Prospector Dance. I'm going to do it for you now.
Oh, you're gonna do dance. Okay, all right. Well, let's. Here we go.
Hold on.
Is this in dance
You
and
gotta
both
give me
clothes,
some
hopefully?
So we recorded that and made that the dance. I was the original source of that
And
dance.
it really looks exactly like that. I will tell you that.
So the dance you got from the old Prospector, who was in the little triage area. But we took the reward away because we wanted to be limited availability. We wanted to be there for a quick sense of time passage. But some players were unhappy that they didn't have a chance to get it. It was too short a time frame. So we put it back in. We didn't put it back in as the same reward for the same quest. You still have to go to the old Prospector. You still have to do his Lucky Nugget quest. And when that's done,
Is that what it's actually called? Lucky Nugget Quest?
yeah, you don't actually see quest name, but players who did it already, they'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh, it's ready.
And then go back to the old Prospector,
We got this.
talk to him, and I'll give you a little spoiler. Use the keyword dance, and he'll start you on the next quest.
The Dan
The
dance.
sequel.
No, the Keith dance.
The Keith
The Keith dance.
Different dance. I don't have a dance yet.
I'm trying too many rhymes
You
today.
should. They'll make it for you, and I'll put it in as a quest.
The
Who
new
wants to
pro-
see Dan do a dance?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
And
move
get
this
that
window
dance in
up
as
if
a
you wanna
remote.
get it
The
all
new
the way.
This one?
prospector
Yeah.
dance will be mine.
Move it up there.
Yes. Awesome.
Okay, it looks like we're loading into the dev client here. With a little luck, we'll be able to check out the scene now. It did patch,
Mm-hmm.
so it should give you the latest work.
Yeah, I think at this
Delete
point
that
we're
building.
good.
Like, ago when you were working on it, it won't go back.
No, but I actually finished work on Westend early this week. So we should be able to get.
Let us know, guys, what the music level is for you. If it's a little too loud, you can't hear us, let us know.
Yeah. Anyone mentioned anywhere yet?
Mention just briefly.
Briefly mentioned.
That's why I'm excited.
Oh,
And
Before you
when
go
you get in
into
the scene, I'm
yeah,
going to
go
leave
ahead.
and I'm going to be watching them.
oh,
But speaking of stuff that I've touched this release, I also managed to go back into Hilt and Greg, and I've been adding traps to those maps as well, as per Richard. I know Richard loves his trap, and he requested that we go back and add traps into those two maps, which were actually done before.
Oh.
So we have Unity still running.
Oh.
Load Unity.
Okay.
So I always have a backup plan.
Alright.
And bye.
That's why you always have
I
plan B.
might have had the wrong
Good
build
thinking, Dan.
quite possibly there. So it's still loading. I wonder how long Unity will take. Otherwise, we may have to post. I'm afraid we may have to postpone if Unity doesn't. Is it good? Oh, we're showing something. What is this? Ooh, it's dark.
Yeah.
We'll show you guys in just a second here. We're going to switch over to the camera on Unity as soon as we get it set up.
I'm going to mention also another scene that came in. There were some players who missed Shandy Chapman, the wandering merchant in the Perennial Coast area. He'd been gone for a long time, but his scene is now back in. Look for a traveler, a small guy named with a vague name Traveler, walking around the Perennial Coast in Novia. Get close to him, and then you'll be pulled into his special wandering merchant scene. You can talk to Shandy. And if you engage him in a little bit of inappropriate conversation, you can prank him.
You can prank him, really?
Yeah, you can lie to him
Seven
and
of
get him all freaked out, and he'll do this heart attack emote. And then
Oh, it's like.
and you'll learn that emote from him.
Oh, cool. Oh, there you go. You have to,
So it's not just back, he'll actually give you an emote.
Cool. Awesome.
I think we're.
And that's like, you can do that with, you can actually
Humans.
teach other people emotes.
I
there's a
think
bunch of
that's
those.
one. I think that one is teachable.
Is
I'm
it?
not sure
Okay.
if it's reteachable.
There's other emotes that are teachable too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So some there's three states of emotes. There's one you can just learn and you can't teach anybody. There's one that you can teach, 1 degree of teaching, and there's one that like people just reteach. crazy. I think that's all cool.
How's it looking, guys?
I think we're getting there.
We're almost
Just
there.
kinda
It's just
So,
irresponsive.
I think it's going.
Oh, there we go. All right. So
let me know when
let's
you're
see.
at a point where you're actually gonna show it. Are we at a point?
We're getting close.
We're getting close. We'll
Loading into
see.
play
What else have
mode.
I done?
Oh,
Dan?
still
What's your
loading?
ramble?
We'll see you in a few
Oh,
seconds.
okay. All right, we got things
So-
loading here, guys. We're using Unity. We want to show you the latest and greatest, and that's on Unity, right?
Yes,
That's
it is coming up.
even before we were talking about like goes on dev build, goes on QA build, and then goes live. Unity is actually really the first place that we can show stuff. That's
Right.
like the fresh off the 10 minutes ago.
Mhm.
Esteben was working on this, and that's why.
It's as
I'm so
fresh as
excited
it
to
gets,
see it,
really.
yeah. So it's loading right. It looks like there's two types of views in Unity, right? There's the design view, and then there's the play view, I guess it's called.
Yeah, you can go full screen, and then actually everything's plugged in. There we go. All right, you guys are all
I think
set.
we're in, guys.
All right. Okay.
All
Sure.
right.
Gonna go. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the dance and all that
Maybe I'll
stuff.
come back. Actually, maybe I'll just see.
All right. Let's toggle the sound right away because
All
that
right.
sounds a little bit loud. Let us know what the sound looks like. It's probably a little bit loud. You
There
can
we
do
go.
it. You can do it up like halfway, and then they can hear a little bit or something, or 3/4 or whatever, just not full blast. Yeah.
Okay.
That should be fine. All right. You may hear some sound music. You may not. That's fine because Esteben wants to tell a story about the work he's been working on here.
Alrighty,
So
we're ready.
let's go up here. I'm gonna switch it over real quick to the scene. There it is. Oh, go back there.
Alrighty. So
I'll show this right away. This is the culmination.
we're gonna take a step back here, but
That's the obstacle.
Oh.
as I was saying, for this release, we did a full makeover of Westend. The NPC town center has totally been redone. Early on, we decided that we were going to have a Viking theme, so we came in, and it was no doubt in our mind that we wanted to use Bob's Viking architecture. So every building in the NPC town center has now been swapped out with the Viking style buildings. So we see the row houses. We see the city size and the town size houses. Alongside that, the docks have been redone. So I not only wanted to swap out the buildings that were in here, but also I redid the whole structure, underlying structure of the town. So Westend was a clone of Solania, but now it's been swapped out. So now we have, once we had brick and stone, now we have these wooden levels. So we have various multi-levels. As you can see, there's wooden bridges connecting all these levels. There's stairs that can take you up from one level to the next. There's lampposts that now have serpent heads on them. There's Viking standing stones. We can see one of them right there with a serpent on it. So those are a lot of the things that we did. And as you can see, it looks nothing like the clone that once stood here. We have manicured areas with pine. Speaking of trees, we have new trees that came in. All the old style trees were swapped out, and now we have nothing but 100% speed tree in this scene. Also the entrances have been touched up as well, with the Viking style archways, presenting the entrance to the map.
What about the docks? The view from the.
Yes, that is a great point. So, we pride ourselves in, really highlighting where the player is. If you look off into the north, if you look off into the west, are you going to see something that's actually there? So, Westend is located on, obviously, on the western end of Novia, but slightly south of the Verdanta Shardfall. So now, if you stand in the docks and you look off into the north, you will actually see the Verdanta Shardfall. You see the shards floating off in the distance, and you see the haze that's brought about, that's surrounding the crater.
We got that boat by the docks too.
Yes,
Right.
and we have the addition of a boat. So this boat will now take you straight to the Verdun to Shardfall.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to add a little note here too. When you're in Verdun to Shardfall and you want to come back, the boat that was there that brought you to Novia, it actually gives you 3 choices now. You can go to this docks, you can go to Westend in Novia, or you can go to, there's a docks in Novia on the shore between Westend and
Hardest?
no,
Is it in Norga? On that side? Wherever it is.
anyway, north of Westend. Point West.
Oh.
So also, since we came in and we swapped out the NPC shops, that means that we got new fully decorated shops. So this is the magic shop.
Magical. Nice.
Yeah. We also got, let's see, I'm gonna cross over the courtyard here, and we have this is the new and improved fishing shop. We come in here, and we have all the accessories necessary for fishing. Fishing poles, paddles for your boat, down to jars of worms.
Always need those, yeah.
With a crocodile skin rug.
Nice.
Italian here, folks.
You will be penalized for stealing those jars of worms, as you can see.
Yes, yes. So that's something that I had time to do for this map was I bundled everything up and I set it up so Dan could put the anti-theft gimmick. So yes, if you get penalized for you're technically stealing if you take some of the stuff from the shop.
The guy's right there. Just buy it.
Yeah,
Yeah, just buy it.
Support local merchants.
But alongside that, we also have the addition of a couple new buildings. So we have a hospital that opened its doors up in Westend. I mean, yes. So outside the patio, we have a couple wheelchairs. This is where the elderly folk come to chill.
Guy's hurt.
Yeah, he's seen better days.
Oh yeah.
Why are there butterflies there?
He's
Trying to
hallucinating.
distract him from the fact that he's dying, probably.
The butterflies were intended to add a serene kind of. This is supposed to be a peaceful, calm area here
For the recouping guards here.
for the sake.
Maybe it's just a lot of bugs from all the festering wounds.
Yeah.
Or that.
Yeah,
Actually-
sometimes they don't quite make it to the chair. They're just so sick.
This
Oh,
hospital
yeah.
Just
is
sitting
not
wherever they are.
hygienic.
They do what they can. They live in a swamp. What do you want?
So the idea for having a hospital actually came from Damien Filetto, our quest designer here. He came up to me when I was still working on the town, and he proposed having a hospital so he can later come in and add a quest. So expect there to be a quest in the near future revolving around this hospital.
It makes good sense too, where we've talked about probably a lot of the people who have just been fighting in Verdun to Shardfall come here in the aftermath, either to relax and drink or to get patched up.
And so earlier when Bob and Hutch were on the live stream, they talked about new paintings, and this is actually one of them. This is actually one of the new paintings.
Oh, nice. There it is.
And it's actually an image of you going off into the afterlife and searching for an ankh. So
That's Matthew?
Yeah, wow. Well, I do die in the game a lot, so that makes sense.
But alongside that, we also added a few more things to the town. We added, well, there was already a guard barracks in the town, but I went ahead and extended the story behind that. So as always, I'm always thinking of new POIs to add, and for this guard barracks in particular, not only did we come in and swap in the Viking style guard barracks, but I went ahead and added an obstacle course. So these recruits come fresh off. And you need to train them. You need them to be in tip-top shape. You need them to scale up walls. You need them to come back down. You need them to jump hurdles. And so when I was doing the world building, I approached Dan and I was like, well, do we want to have a puzzle in this map, Dan? And we thought about it, but instead we came up with something different. And you did the interactive stuff for this, Dan.
Yeah, so Esteben set up this, as you can see, this beautiful obstacle course, and I was thinking, it'd be a shame if we didn't try to do something with it, make it some kind of interactive element, other than the role playing, which you could of course do with or without the scripted sequence I set up. But But I thought this would be cool, a good, something really challenging. No reward tied to it except for, the sense of accomplishment. But just something that, and one thing I'd say up front is that there are, you have your, some certain abilities that would allow you to improve your performance through this. I think, what is it, Dash, the spell that speeds you up. That would be an obvious one. I know there's different equipment that will allow you to, to move faster and jump higher.
Your own personal honor should not
That's
allow you to do it as the everyman should.
that's right. So we recommend that you run this with just no buffs, no fancy gimmicks. Yeah, you're only cheating yourself. But if you don't use any of those things, it will be challenging. I think I've gotten a few. It's definitely possible, but I don't know that Esteben's done it.
I don't think I have. But as you can see, there are bear traps down in the ground. We just ran in through a quick mud, which will slow us down.
So if you miss one of those in the bear trap,
it's over.
Bear trap.
It's over. I'm actually doing pretty good right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a system of waypoints that Dan set up, and we're currently running through those waypoints right now. Oh, do I have to go? Wait, did you change this, Dan?
No.
Oh,
well,
okay.
That part did. But
I'm like, this is new. So now we just got 30 seconds remaining, and we'll see if we can make it. As you can see, Dan extended this. It wasn't a long obstacle course art-wise, but Dan made it. No! I think I just messed my streak up. But Dan extended this by having you go up and down and back and forth. And oh man, this looks like it's gonna be close. We might come. Oh, where's the next one? We didn't make it.
That's okay. So you want me to put my money where my mouth is here?
Do it.
Right, I'll just I'll slide it over here. So,
all right.
Hopefully.
Exclamation Dan or exclamation Esteben.
Ooh.
Who's your favorite obstacle course first?
Go, SorcerousSteve, go.
All right. Let's see if I can handle my own handiwork here. And here we go.
So early on when we were talking about this, we thought about a few ways of actually making it. And I think using waypoints and having this visual have you like target, because you only get 2 waypoints that come up. So it's constantly triggering you where to go, and you're getting that visual cue. But yeah, those bear traps, navigating that.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Hard. You want to move fast, but you don't want to move too fast.
If you were to fall there, you would fall into a quick mud.
Yeah, so that's a bad place to lose your footing.
And I especially like how Dan, his placement of the waypoints really makes this a unique challenge.
Oh,
so there, Dan just hit the quick mud. He was slowed down a bit.
If you jump into it, obviously you get less mud resistance that you have to deal with.
I don't know how you guys keep avoiding those bear traps.
Deft movement. Years of training. But yeah, as Esteben was saying there, the waypoints, the active one is always there. But there's always the preview one to let you have a sense of where the one after that is going to be, so you can kind of orient yourself, ahead.
And there really is no margin for error. I mean, you miss one of those guys, that would take up a second. That's crucial to the timing. So here we are, 15 seconds remaining.
I don't know. It's going to be really, really close.
It's going to be very close.
Yeah, I don't think I'm
5 seconds remaining.
I don't think I'm going to make it.
Oh, 5 seconds. This is down to...
that
was close.
It wasn't a bad run.
Okay, well, the developers can't do this, but I bet you guys can.
So yeah, the end of the course would have been right here at the flag. So he was very close to finishing. So yeah, this is one of the new additions to Westend. Come try it out, check it out. Alongside this, we did add an elven slum off to the east. We have a few elves that live in a segregated part of town. They're living in ramshackles. So once again, this is another possible POI that we added that might get a quest in the future. Adding stuff like this allows us to keep on growing the story.
Yeah, we're dropping down story hooks that eventually quest guys or puzzle guys can pick up on later.
We see the elven banners, and it's no coincidence that we see some fish crates, and these are the same fish crates that we see in Blood River Forest. So you can just imagine,
If they don't know what Blood River Forest has, there's a fish hatchery in there that's run by elves. Elves who are sick and tired of all the humans that are killing them, so it's a dangerous area. But that doesn't necessarily mean they don't want to be good people. They do honest trading with these elves here in Westend.
Right, and that was my exact reasoning. You know, being that there's elves here, you know, this is not too far from the Blood River Forest, so who knows? Maybe they're trading with these guys as well.
You got your pig pen there too, and some sheep's fun there.
Oh yeah, so Dan did the NPC adjustment, so do expect to have a few new creatures going. Oh, they all came out of the pen at the same time, which is but yeah, that's pretty much Westend. Overall, there's the areas of player housing have been touched up too. You know, you got a few standing stones every now and then, a couple colorful banners.
Before?
No. Well,
but now they have
yes.
dragon heads.
Yes, there was street lights. Yeah, exactly. So there were street lights before. They just weren't the serpent style street lights. Yes.
All right, there you go.
There you go, Westend, folks.
All right, I can't wait to see someone post a video of their successful run through the obstacle course.
Yes, you'll get a nice success message, and that's
Yeah.
your only
In fact,
evidence.
Let's make that a challenge. The first person who actually went R54, right, guys?
Yep.
R54. First person who creates a video, doesn't have to be a fancy video, but a video of you successfully going through the obstacle course. We'll give a prize away.
Nice.
Prize yet to be determined. How's that?
I like it.
I like that too.
All right. Thank you, guys. Everybody have a good weekend. Oh, wait. Prize. Almost forgot.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Oh.
All right. We are giving away the Heraldry Rectangle Shield Eternal Pattern. Congrats to Cyan, C-Y-I-N, for winning that. And also, don't forget Molly Jol, your sparkler set of your choice. Please message me, Barrick, if you're in Discord, or Charlie Avatar if you're in Twitch, what your username, your account name is, and what you won, or what your choice is for the sparkler set in the case of Molly. We'll try to get that to you as soon as we can. And also the Twitter Pies, you have 15 seconds to tweet us, and you get a chance to win that player-owned town row lot property deed.
Oh, and someone asked, with no buffs, the run must be done with no buffs and no
yes.
run speed
that
enhancement.
video.
No,
I like that.
just do it naked, so we know you're not wearing anything.
No buffs. All right, and
Maybe
naked.
not before.
There you go. All right. Can't guarantee we can share the video of you naked if you actually do that. And you're the first person, so dress responsibly.
Okay,
I
fair
suppose.
enough. That's a
This
good point.
person says do it drunk.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll be impressed.
All right. Have a good weekend, everybody. See
Bye.
you in the game.
Bye.